Hey guys, what's up? So it's been about 3 weeks since my last weekly update, and it feels like forever. So much stuff has gone on. It's gonna be kind of hard to talk about everything, obviously. So I'm gonna kind of keep it to the highlights of the highlights. Really condensed. The first thing that I kind of noticed was that the last video I was really sick and out of it and tired and blah blah blah. So today I'm not sick or that tired or that out of it. So that's why I'm making a video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about would be, I guess, the weekend that I was sick, that I got better that week, I guess 3 weeks ago or whatever it may be. Pop Culture Paradise is a comic book shop in Tempe. I talk about them occasionally. They were having a fundraiser for a local school or the Tempe School District or something, where they were going to be raising money for supplies for a school or a district or something, for the things they need. So they were having $5 sketches and an auction and all kinds of cool little festivities like that. But when I hear $5 sketches, I'm like, I'm there. I don't even care who the artist is. But obviously there were some really good artists down there. So I got a bunch of $5 sketches. I pretty much got one from almost everybody. Forgot what happened that day, but I didn't have all day, so I was trying to get everything done real quick. So it may not have been everybody. Some of the highlights for me, I know the one that really stuck out to me, I think, was the last one I got from Jason Worthington. I wasn't sure what to ask him for, really, but I ended up asking for Zombie Deadpool, and I figured that's cool because I'm sure you can do it, Deadpool, and he's kind of known for doing zombie versus cheerleaders, so I asked for Zombie Deadpool, and he blew it out of the park, honestly. Let me see here. So yeah, this is it. Came out way cooler than I was expecting. Not to say that I wasn't expecting it to be good, but I was just like, oh, that's so sick, and I, totally left the place happy and stuff. Yeah, it's just really awesome, So another one I got here was from Scott Collins. This was it. I obviously have two of them here. This one I got the other day. It's Flash. The Flash. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I know nothing about the Flash, and I would like to eventually, but as of right now, and then I don't and didn't. But Scott Collins is kind of known for doing the Flash, so I figured, well, if that's what he's known for, then that's what I want to get him for. I mean, he's a really great, popular, professional artist, comic book artist. So, I could ask for anything really, but I figured if you're known for doing Flash, then I'd like to see some Flash. But, I probably should have. Next time I see him, I'm gonna ask him for a Captain America or something. That'd be sweet. I got a real quick one from Tony Parker. It was a Black Cat sketch. Sorry. I don't know. It's not very dark. I don't want to show it off too much. Alright, so then the next ones, I guess I'm going to show all of them, these are two Harley Quinn prints, sketches. It's funny because I went there kind of thinking, okay, I'm going to get Batman themed stuff. Like, Batman, Joker, Penguin, whatever. I was kind of in that mood. So I kind of started off right. I was like, oh, cool, I asked for Harley Quinn. But eventually, obviously, you can see that didn't really happen. So, whatever. So it's funny because it kind of looks like they're competing or something. Like, oh, Victor Moreno versus Shelby Robertson. They're both really great artists. Obviously, you can see the difference in style. This one's a little bit harder edged and stuff. Well, yeah, that's how he does it, And then Victor's is more soft and stuff. But yeah, I like both of them very much. Victor's a great artist. He did some marker stuff, and Shelby just knocks it out of the park every time. I think it's funny though. I should probably separate them just so I don't feel like I have to compare them so specifically like that. Well then, yeah, alright, so the last stuff I'm going to show off is, this is from Jim Hanna. Yeah, so I asked for this Wolverine, right? And yeah, it came out good, And then as I picked it up from him, I was like, he had this out on the table, and it's obviously Captain America, and I love Captain America sketches. So I was like, oh, that's freaking awesome. He's like, well, hey man, you can have it for $5 more, So I was like, oh shoot, I guess I'm gonna do that. So I got two from him, and they go very well together. So yeah, I had a great time. Alright, so then, let's see here. So then I think some point around the next weekend or maybe later that weekend, I was actually able to get a new desk from another local artist, but he's also my friend, Jeff Pena. And actually, here's a real quick picture. So yeah, that's the desk. It's actually really, really freaking cool. I have a desk, obviously, but it's kind of like an antique, really expensive, like cherry, something really ridiculously expensive desk. Not that I'm like showing off or anything, but basically I don't want to like draw on it or paint on it or anything. So basically I'm gonna use this new desk for my art work and art workspace and stuff. And it is cool for that. It's kind of cheap where it's like, you don't really, it's not irreplaceable and it's not an antique or anything, but it's also pretty freaking badass, to be honest with you. It's really big and stuff. It's funny that the day though that we went to pick it up, I think I had gotten like 2 hours of sleep or something. We were gonna pick it up at 11 in the morning. Like it wasn't even sleep at that point. It was like a nap I think I had. So I was like really zombied out, and Jeff's old apartment was on a second story, so I was having trouble. I just noticed I was like, when sometimes when you're moving stuff like that, you've got a big heavy, you're carrying the big heavy end and there's another big heavy end and it's like you got to coordinate, like tilt it this way, no, the other this way, and anyway, so I was having trouble with that. I noticed. I was like, dude, I haven't slept today. I don't know. So it was kind of a task getting it down the stairs, but once we got it set up, it was awesome, and I really appreciate it. So it's gonna be awesome working on that desk. Okay, so then the next thing was last weekend. I went to go to a concert for. This was a show. This is a flyer. Blacklight Burns was bringing their tour here. It was 3 touring bands. The Witch Was Right, another band which I'll get to in a minute, and Blacklight Burns, and then all the rest are locals. I only saw the one local band. So if you don't know who Blacklight Burns is, it's actually Wes Borland. I guess he's known. I guess his big, most known for being the original guitarist for Limp Bizkit. Really great guitar player, and although really, to be honest with you, Wes Borland or any of that kind of music in that scene, he's like way more than that. But anyway, yeah. So this is his, I don't know if you call it side project. This is his new band. It's like a real legit band where he's the singer and does most of the instruments and stuff. It's clearly more like his influence. Kind of an industrial, kind of dancey, kind of heavy kind of thing. So I only got to see Siphon. So far away, yeah. So Siphon was the first local band I got to see. They were cool. I caught like 3 songs or something. I like them. I've seen them before. Okay, so then the next band, they were called Fart Barf. It's funny because if you see this flyer, like online or something, you were to go look it up, you'll see that it's Blacklight Burns, The Witch Was Right, and then this like really crazy black metal name. It looks like death metal, black metal, and you probably won't even be able to read it really, or whatever, just because you would never think that. But it says Fart Barf on it. Anyway, so to be honest with you, I didn't like them. They were like a techno thing that you might see at a rave, like like that. I was honestly just really thrown off by the name at first. And then even after I got past that, noticed like the crowd was kind of into them and stuff, I just couldn't get into it. I was like, you know what, this is just too freaking weird, and screw you guys for having that name and all kind, I just, whatever. Anyway, so it was kind of cool though. Wes Borland and Karma, the guitar player from American Head Charge, was doing guitar duties and sound for them and stuff. So I mean, guitar teching and stuff like that. And anyway, so Wes Borland and Karma and some of the other members and stuff were just there dancing, watching Fart Barf. I hate saying that name, but anyway, yeah. So that was kind of cool. Really laid back. It was very low key, not pretentious or anything. So that was pretty cool. And I got to take a picture with Wes Borland around that time period. Here's a picture of that. Alright, so, Wes Borland, a super friendly guy. I had to get a picture with him. And I actually got a picture with him after the concert, too. But anyway, so then the next band was The Witch Was Right. And, with the name, I was like, well, what's this going to be? And I was actually pretty impressed, to be honest with you. I kind of thought they had a vibe that kind of reminded me of Comic Christ. But not the sound at all, really. And I've listened to some of their stuff online, and their performance was way more raw in Tempe at the Rocky Point Cantina. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, it was really cool. I was really impressed with the performance. It was very dark and kind of like very performance driven, along with the music that was really good too. I thought really heavy and very cool. Good things to say about them. They had an EP that was $5, this kind of sucked. First, it was only 3 songs. I would love to buy a full length from them just to hear more than 3 songs. But I forgot to get cash on the way over there, so I only had like 10 extra bucks after I paid to get in or something. So I wanted the EP and I wanted some other stuff, and I was gonna buy all this stuff, but then they had a sign that said we take credit cards, and I even asked the merch lady, "Do you take credit cards?" Which actually thinking back on it, that's a dumb question when there's a sign there. But she said, "Yeah, we do." So anyway, so I went there and I was like, "Yeah, I tried to buy several things." They had really cool stuff, really cool merch. Here's a picture. Random picture there. So yeah, I tried to buy like some CDs, and it was gonna be like 30 or 40 bucks or something. And I went to give her my card. She's like, "Oh no, I don't take credit cards." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "No, they take credit cards." Whatever. So anyway, so basically I was like, shit. So I went to go run to the credit card machine, and it wouldn't read my card. So basically I only had $10. So all I got was one thing for $10, and I had like 3 left over. But I didn't want to haggle with the girl because she didn't seem like the haggling type for the EP, Anyway, so they were having light troubles. They brought these really fancy lights with them that were like, which I love, these dramatic lights. But the lights just went out, so some of their set was just done in the darkness where you really couldn't even see them on the stage that well. Which actually I think added to the mood, to be honest with you. But the dramatic lights would have been cool if they were working the whole time when they really weren't even working at all. Anyway, so I just want to throw that out there because then Black Light Burns came on, and I thought they sounded great, but it was funny because while they were sound checking, they were giving the sound guy like all this crap for like saying like how bad the sound was on stage, to the point where I don't know, I think Karma took over the sound guy's duty and was trying to mix the band and stuff. And on top of that, well, see, the thing is that I think it really did sound good. I think there was a problem with their stage sound. I don't know. I enjoyed it, and even the lights weren't very good when Black Light Burns was on. They just had lights. There was no flashing or anything. And then they were like, I think the lights were on like full blast. So like, they were like, well, they basically asked for them to be dimmed down later, which was more like of a moody kind of thing. But whatever, it was cool. They were they just came out, played all really good songs, played the really good songs off the first CD, and the new songs sound good too. I haven't bought the new CD yet, but it's on my list of 100,000 other CDs I want to get. But what I did get for $10 was I guess the deal was kind of a funny deal if you think about it. It was you buy the poster, which I actually got signed by Wes Borland, so that's pretty freaking cool. You buy the poster, and you get a free CD of their cover CD. So this is technically their second CD, and that's also signed by Wes. It's got all the songs on it. It says promo copy, but it's got all the songs. So yeah, I've been listening to this. This is pretty cool. It's a cover CD, done Black Light Burns style, and it's really good. It's really aggressive, and it's funny if you think of Wes Borland as like, if all you think of him as is like Limp Bizkit related or something, it's nothing like that. It's so funny to think of him like that, and to think that he's the singer and stuff. He's a really good singer, performer and stuff too. So it's and I like the first CD a lot. The first CD is really good. And like I said, I hope to get the third one eventually. I'll probably buy it if they come back. To be honest with you, that would be the time where I'd be like, all right, guys, I want to buy the CD. You know, as opposed to just throwing it in the list of a million other CDs I want to buy. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, so I got to meet Wes after the show. I took a picture, but my dumbass friend was like fucking with the camera, and like he caught me like in the mid like, hey, don't press that button, like really freak like stupid face, So I don't want to show that. All right, so that was it. So I guess just to sum up some of the random things that have happened recently. There was this band, a jazz band or something called Kneebody, that was performing in my school. So my art class went to go check out the performance. It's funny. I felt a little out of place because I was like with these art students, and you could tell that isn't something that they're exposed to. Whereas the music students, like that's not like. I mean, it's part of the deal, So I was like, I kind of felt like I should be with the music students. And here's a picture. Just to show you, we were kind of like sitting off in the side, like not disturbing anybody or something. But and it was also because we didn't have to be there. So if we had, we were free to leave after a certain amount of time. So we didn't want to like bother people. But again, it was just kind of funny. I was like, when I heard them talking, like they were like, so who's a music major? And I kind of wanted to be like, me, but I'm not. So whatever, it was fun. So yeah, that was cool. Really down kind of note that I don't even really want to get into, but I feel like I should mention it. Some strange happened in my neighborhood. Kind of where some dude like killed himself, and like there was some crazy stuff. There were like news vans out front, not in front of my house, but and like police officers and like yeah, it was just weird. The police were the news vans were like interviewing people. It was like one of those things. So it was just really bad. Like I said, I don't even want to I don't know. I don't want to know. It was like just kind of really down kind of thing for a couple of days there. And it was kind of weird because like I had my teacher had I did an art project that I guess the theme was like going insane or something. So and I had slacked off, so I had done it that night, like really late at night, and then coming back, just finding out that within a couple hours of that happening, that someone actually went insane, so to speak, and like an incredible like otherworldly kind of thing. But anyway, that's all I'll say about it. So then the last thing I want to talk about is for this upcoming week here. I got hopefully October's a cool month. My birthday's in October. So what are you going to get me? No, I'm kidding. So yeah, my birthday's in October, so that's one cool thing. Lots of cool concerts and stuff. But something I'm really looking forward to this weekend, it's going to be awesome, is the Rapture Horror Expo. It's like a horror convention, like a Comic-Con horror style kind of thing. And so one thing I want to show off is I got this. I got it today. I paid for the extra price for shipping and stuff to get it here. It's a camera stabilizer thing. Just because after filming conventions and stuff, it pisses me off when the video is shaky and stuff. And this seems like a pretty good way to go. It's like kind of expensive, but there were more expensive ones. It's actually it came with the clip for an iPhone, iPod, smartphone kind of thing. It says, it can hold other types of cameras. I doubt it could hold something like that though, because it says up to 3 pounds. I don't really know how much that weighs, but oh man, all I can say is that this thing is a piece of crap, and I should have done an unboxing video and a review because I have a lot to say. But man, it's so hard to stabilize these weights. It's like very imprecise for something that's supposed to be, I guess, like really touch sensitive and balanced and everything. It's just like it's got a big weight, and it's like you either put the weight. It's so crazy, and I know there's a learning curve with one of these things, but damn, this thing is annoying, and I don't know if it's gonna work, to be honest with you. So I might just have more shaky video. I don't know, but or maybe I'll find some other way to get some other way to record. I don't know, but I just want to throw that out there to see what happens after the HorrorCon and what my real experiences with this thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm gonna record video and stuff. So there's gonna be video from that. And I think that's about everything. So thank you guys for joining me. See you guys later. Bye.